Well, first of all, you asked me to be in the project and I was so excited. I think that right now is a moment in history where we're all being called to question and interrogate our values. And this specifically is a piece that is about who gets to be involved in decision making and who gets to be included in our understanding of community. And I think that when we are talking about disability advocacy, we are talking about all forms of diversity and who gets to be included in our concept of us instead of thought of as them. And so I think this is an incredibly important time to be talking about disability rights and our understanding of inclusion. When I had my daughter Pippa, who has Down syndrome, she's 8 years old, I think it really opened my eyes in a different way to understanding what love is and what human dignity is and what inclusion is. And I think, in fact, Pippa's birth and my kind of re-evaluation of my understanding of my relationship with self and my relationship with my community even kind of altered my understanding of my relationship with my kids who didn't have Down syndrome and the way I was approaching love and parenthood and the assumptions that I made rather than curiosity about who this little person was, who I was helping to unfold into the person they wanted to be. You know what I mean? And so I think it was such a profound reorientation for me that to be able to kind of share a little bit of that, like, you know, secret miracle of like opening your eyes feels really important. I mean, I think when I saw the campaigns that were done in the past, and they went viral, I mean, all my friends saw them. And I think the kind of overwhelming reaction was like, oh my gosh, I was so limited in my thinking, like, this campaign is so cool. And like, the people in this campaign are so cool. And I have to say, like, Pippa is like the coolest person I know. And I wish more people knew that like the people that I've had the privilege to meet in the disability community are like some of the coolest people I know, in part because they've been forced to ask lots of questions about who they are and who they are in relationship to the greater community. And the conclusions are profound. And so, yeah, they've been just incredible campaigns. I think right now there is a big push on demoralizing people, and demoralizing people in marginalized communities, but also demoralizing the entire population, because when you become demoralized, you give up and you become apathetic. And so I think especially when people feel like they have been disempowered or have lost access to the levers of power, these moments where you can say something and be in community with other people who you know, see your values, it's a way of resisting that kind of demoralizing apathy that threatens to take over. And so, yeah, these are moments where we get to decide if we are going to keep the light burning in us that says, I can resist the temptation to give up. And so we're advocating for disability. We're advocating for everyone in this moment. I think that sometimes when people are advocating for disability as allies, there's maybe not an understanding that everyone is going to be personally experiencing disability at some point in their lives, whether it's because there's an accident or an illness or just the unfolding of one's life cycle. We approach old age and things are doing different things, and this is the human experience. And I think when people are resistant to talking about disability or looking at disability or including disability, in part it's because of a fear of their own journey and an unwillingness to look at the fact that all of us are having this experience of, you know, human vulnerability. And so denying that is really a denial of the human experience.